All right, so I want to talk a little bit about these trees that I was seeing on my last vacation. All right, so I recently had a short vacation to Costa Rica with my amazing wife and sister. It was her birthday, and we saw a lot of these interesting forests driving along the Pacific coast. And we even stopped in one because, well, we had to get out of the car and pee real quick. And luckily nobody was around, or much of anything else for that matter. Let's straighten this out just a little bit. And the palm tree forest is really not much of a diverse jungle at all. And I was curious just what in the world these specific trees were. And so we asked some local people, some local Costa Ricans. They told us that the plants were edible in some way, but that's either really all that they told us or all that I could understand with my absolutely horrendous, terrible Spanish. And so, alas, here is the deeper dive into what these trees actually were. The trees are apparently the African oil palms. So right off the bat, they're not even native to Costa Rica. Where we saw them by the side of the road was also no coincidence either. Even the Google search summary I looked at says that the hot spot for growing them is in the southern Pacific coast of Costa Rica, from Jaco to Dominical. And would you believe it? That's actually exactly where we were driving when we saw them, and we were stopping at little beaches along the way. And so these plantations are absolutely vast as well. And in fact, I could easily spot them by using Google Maps satellite imagery. They kind of make these pretty little geometric repeating kaleidoscopes. Kind of neat. But anyway, the oil from the fruit is harvested and used in making a whole bunch of products like candy, soap, and industrial lubricant even. Oh yeah, and this also is the same species that you hear about in like Southeast Asia that's destroying the jungles of Borneo and Sumatra where orangutans live. But I was worried that the fruit was maybe the only thing that was being used from the plants, which would make it a pretty darn wasteful practice. But hey, apparently the leaves are used for making a couple things like brooms and baskets. The trunk can be turned into timber for construction, and even the sap is made for making wine on occasion. Either way though, like I said, these planted forests were obviously no Costa Rican jungle. The understory layer underneath them all was just a few species of plants that are quick colonizers, meaning that they are the first plants to establish in a disturbed habitat. These colonizing plants get replaced eventually by other species that require more of a stable environment. And we see the same thing happen here in Florida as well, especially like on the side of the road. So although I'm sure there are at least some animals that do like these palm plantations, and we do know some animals do like to eat the fruit from the trees, such as rodents, monkeys, and some bird species as well, they are nonetheless monocultures that really don't provide any ecological benefit to Costa Rica. All right, so this is my personal take, is that it's interesting how I think Costa Rica does really such a fantastic and great job promoting environmental stewardship and biodiversity conservation, but like many places, they still rely heavily on habitat destruction, unfortunately, for like economic gain. So in a way, that's just the way it is, but man, like, I wish it could be better. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video of me rambling about these trees that I saw in Costa Rica.